The story follows. Ava. A 32-year-old woman who inherits her estranged uncle's remote mansion after his mysterious death. Desperate to escape her life in the city and hoping to make sense of the family's strange history, Ava moves into the mansion, which sits alone in the woods, miles from the nearest town. Soon, she discovers a hidden room in the house, known as the Echo Room. With walls lined with strange old recording equipment. The room, she learns, was where her uncle conducted bizarre psychological experiments, obsessed with capturing echoes of the past. But these are no ordinary echoes. When played, the recordings replay moments from people's lives, unraveling their deepest regrets, fears, and hidden desires. The true horror begins when Ava starts to hear whispers in the room, even without playing the tapes. The voices sound familiar. Some are her uncle's, others are from strangers she's never met, and chillingly, one voice is her own, describing moments she has not yet lived. As the house warps around her mind, Ava begins to lose her grip on reality. The Echo Room is more than a room. It's a conduit to a fractured timeline of overlapping realities, each with their own terrors and psychological traps. The room compels Ava to confront her trauma, while sinister forces use her unraveling sanity to push her toward an inevitable, horrifying fate. As Ava spends more time in the mansion, she becomes obsessed with the Echo Room, feeling an inexplicable pull toward its secrets. At night, she often hears the whispers growing louder, compelling her to play the tapes. Each recording reveals unsettling glimpses into her uncle's past, including a chilling incident where he inadvertently trapped a group of his subjects in a state of perpetual fear, their minds fractured by their darkest memories. One evening, as she plays a particularly haunting recording, the voice of a woman emerges, one she recognizes as her mother, who vanished years ago under mysterious circumstances. The echo recounts a moment from Ava's childhood, a day at the lake when her mother was laughing and carefree. But the tone quickly shifts to one of desperation and dread. Ava realizes this moment is tied to her mother's disappearance, hinting at an unspeakable event that may have involved the Echo Room itself. Determined to uncover the truth, Ava dives deeper into her uncle's notes and experiments. She discovers a recurring theme. Each subject who entered the room was pushed to confront their deepest fears. Those who couldn't face them suffered severe psychological breaks. Ava begins to fear for her own sanity as the echoes become increasingly vivid, dragging her into a nightmarish cycle of trauma and loss. As the voices grow more desperate, Ava starts to see apparitions in the house, visions of people trapped in their own echoes, including her mother, who seems to be pleading for help. In a climactic moment, Ava is faced with a choice. She can leave the mansion and abandon the quest for truth, or confront her own fears, which have manifested as terrifying apparitions in the Echo Room. In a final confrontation, she enters the room one last time, determined to break the cycle. As she plays her mother's recording again, she is overwhelmed by the emotions flooding through her: guilt, anger, fear, and sorrow. The room reacts violently, the walls pulsating with energy, and she finds herself pulled into a distorted reality where past and present collide. This surreal realm, she faces her mother's echo and the truth of her disappearance. It was a tragic accident that Ava's mind had buried in layers of guilt. Ava embraces the painful memories, and as she does, the room begins to stabilize. She finally lets go of the past and understands that her mother's love had always been a guiding light, even in darkness. As the Echo Room releases its hold on her, Ava emerges transformed. The mansion, once a prison, now feels like a sanctuary. She decides to renovate it, turning it into a retreat for others, struggling with their own traumas, hoping to use the room's power for healing rather than horror. In the final scene, Ava stands in the Echo Room, now filled with soft light, listening to a new recording. It plays softly, a message of hope from her mother, encouraging her to move forward. The echoes of the past may never fully fade, but Ava knows she can face them, turning fear into strength.